Hello and welcome back once again to After the Credits. Hopefully you guys can see me okay, kind of shooting this in the dark because this camera doesn't have a light on it and my overhead dome light here doesn't work, so I just got my flashlight kind of propped between my legs so you guys can sort of see my face. So this is the final movie review of 2016. I was going to see another movie tonight, but I'm kind of tired, so I was like, screw it, just get home, film this one, and that'll be it. Maybe I'll review the other movie next year. But I don't think it's really going to have an impact on my end of the year list. So I just wanted to get this one up. This one isn't really going to have that much of an impact on it either. But I did go see another movie tonight, and I wanted to review it real quick for you guys. And tonight's movie was Assassin's Creed. So what did I think of Assassin's Creed? It was alright, I guess. I did hear someone say, or read someone say prior to going to see this, to save your money on buying the movie ticket and just play the game. I've never played any of the games, although I've always wanted to ever since the first one came out. I thought it looked interesting, but then by the time I would have got around to playing it, they were already like 4 or 5 games into the series, and I was like, yeah, that's way too much to try and catch up on. So I just never got around to playing it. So I don't know exactly how the game compares to the movie, other than I'm pretty sure that in the game you're not in the future using a machine to look into your past lives. Like in the movie, I think there are more period pieces where you're playing as a character from that era. So there is that kind of negative piece about it. I was actually hoping they would use the time travel method in this movie to kind of bridge between across multiple series. Like, for example, I know like one's in like Victorian times and then there's another one like in the pirate era and things like that. And I thought maybe they're going to use it so he could jump between multiple past lives, and that's how they would tie in all the game series that they've done so far. But no, they stick to one time frame, so that was kind of a disappointment as well, but it sort of fit with the movie, and again, I don't know how the overall story of the movie is involved with the games or not. So basically in the movie, there's this organization from the distant future of 2016 who's trying to find the Apple of Eden because they said that with it they can destroy free will and stop crime and violence throughout the world. So that's what the whole movie is about, is this one ancient assassin was the last known person to have the apple. So they're trying to track down his descendants so they can go back in time with him and find out where his descendant hid the apple so they can get their hands on it. And then it's about the whole assassins versus Templars thing, trying to guard the apple. And that's basically how the movie plays out the whole time, is this guy's going back in time and reliving his ancestors' memories, and through it he's actually learning the ways of the assassin and their order, and by the end becomes an assassin himself and stops the apple from being found, blah blah blah. Heavily sequel baited, so apparently they were hoping this would do well enough that they could continue a second film and may go into whatever the next game in the franchise was, whatever time period it was around. But I don't think it's done well enough to justify that, but I could be wrong. I don't know all the numbers. But yeah, without going into too much detail, that's basically the movie. What did I think of it overall? Without playing the games ahead of time, I can't really compare one to the other. What did I think of it as far as a standalone film? It could have been better, but it wasn't horrible. What would I give it as far as a star rating? Probably a 2.5. I was going to say a 3, just because it's kind of middle of the road, but at the same time, it was kind of an uneventful film. I mean, yeah, the action scenes were kind of good, except that it had like 2 different forms of choreography for the same part of the film. It's like 1 minute the movements are all fluid and like fast paced and everything, and then the next they're just like really slow and sloppy looking. And it's like, how can you, in the same scene, have 2 different forms of choreography? I mean, I could understand if they were different scenes in the movie and one was fast-paced and everything, and then the next one was kind of sloppy and slow. I could kind of understand that. But to have the same scene have 2 different forms like that was just really off-putting. And outside of that, the movie was just really uneventful. Nothing else really happened in it other than, okay, we got to get from point A to point B, so this guy gets back in the machine and we continue his ancestor's story. Why didn't you just make the ancestor's story and forget about all this future crap, and then just at the end cut to the future where they're still protecting the apple? Would have made a lot more sense, but, you know, they need a plot device to draw people in, and I think it kind of hurt it. So I can't really give it a 3 based on that, so I'm probably going to give it a 2.5. Not really a whole lot else to say about it other than that. Kind of wanting to keep this short so I can get in the house and get some sleep because I am exhausted. Although I still got to edit this and put it up because it is New Year's Eve and I want to have this up before stroke of midnight. So yeah, we're gonna go work on that. Not much else to say about this film. Would I recommend it? I don't know. If you like Assassin's Creed, maybe check it out, but don't go into it expecting too much. So that's it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Again, sorry about this darkness in the car type of thing. I got home kind of late, and I thought my dome light still worked, but it doesn't, and this camera doesn't have a light on it, unfortunately, like my old one did. So I'm kind of just winging it with a flashlight here. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links are in the description below. Click the bell in the upper corner next to the subscribe button. Make sure you're getting alerts when these new videos go up. And until next time, we'll see you after the credits.